Fuzzy slippers. Hi guys, I'm Dr. Bree. Welcome to Fem Fusion Fitness, your home for core and pelvic floor friendly fitness and yoga. And today I have a wonderful bedtime routine that's really going to release and stretch you and relax you from head to toe. You will need some props for this, and they're easy to find though. You can either use 2 yoga blocks, or you can use a selection of cushions, pillows, whatever you have on hand. So just grab 3 to 4 pillows if you don't have yoga blocks, and let's go ahead and get started. Put my fuzzy slippers aside. How fun are these? So if you happen to be an essential oil user, you might want to start with a drop of something relaxing like lavender. And I really think that it's important to build in these little self-care rituals to your practice, because it just makes it more of a fun, sweet to yourself event. So take a deep breath and inhale. And we're gonna start, like I said, with the head. So let's go ahead and bring your chin toward your chest and just let your head relax down and hang. Just let it hang. So often we carry the tension and the weight of the world on our shoulders and upper back area. And if you really take a moment to release into this, you will feel supreme relief. Now in this particular yoga routine, we're going to be holding the poses for a little bit longer. So these long holds are really going to be restful and help you really ease into a very deep night of sleep. Let's go ahead and roll the head very gently from side to side. So almost like you're drawing a U with your head, but take it really slow. Slower than you want to. Really take your time. One more time, back and forth. And then this time, stay rolled to the side. Think about dropping this ear toward the shoulder. So for me, it's my right ear toward my right shoulder, and then the left arm comes long, fingertips on the ground. So you can have both fingertips on the ground, both sides, but this is the one you're gonna really wanna stretch through. Maybe experiment with lifting it off the ground, but only if that doesn't feel strainful for your neck and shoulder. You can again have it up off the ground or down on the ground. Letting that head straight side bend to the side. Deep breath. If you feel like your back is rounding at all or you're slouching, then definitely sit on a rolled up yoga mat or the edge of a folded up blanket, or even on the edge of a yoga block, and that will put your hips in a better position, your pelvis in a better position. You don't want to be slouched. You want to be tall and lifted through your spine. One more deep breath. And then now see what happens if you just change your head position a little bit and drop your chin a little more toward your chest and feel that stretch travel more toward the back of your neck again. Still reaching long with the opposite hand. Now roll down and to the other side. Take it very slow. Lift your chin and then drop straight into a side bend. So now my left ear is toward my left shoulder and my right arm is reaching out and away. Now I like to actually reach it up off the ground, but if you prefer, you can have your fingertips on the floor. You want this to be a stretch, but you certainly don't want pain. Take a deep, deep breaths. One more deep breath in and out. And then drop your chin toward your chest so you're still side bent, and it just changes where you might feel the stretch. Deep breath in and out. Come back down to the middle. Let your head hang and maybe apply just a little bit of pressure to the back of your head by interlacing your fingers behind the back of your head and just pressing gently down so you stretch. I'll show you from the side. Deep breaths. And gently press your head up into the back of your hands, lifting everything, opening your chest, spreading your elbows apart, wiggling into this. Feel the sensation, it feels so good. And hands on your knees. Again, you can be propped up on a folded blanket, on the edge of a folded blanket if it's better for your back and your pelvis. You just don't want to be slumped. So sitting up nice and tall, let's do some nice trunk circles. So all the way around, take it really slow. And breathe in on your way forward and breathe out on your way back. You've seen me do these before. I love this move. So just keep going at your own pace. Take it really slow and feel into it. See if you can increase the stretch as you go around. Really press into your inner thigh as you go the opposite direction. Press into the inner thigh. And breathe slow and steady. Now, the reason I wanted to create this bedtime routine was actually inspired by the bus stop this morning when I went to my son's bus stop. There were some ladies there, some moms, who like to go to an evening yoga class. And one of the moms, keep going by the way, one of the moms said, "Hey, I didn't see you last night," to her friend. And the friend said, "Yeah, I know, I just, how it is. My daughter was whatever, there was some kid thing happening." And she just wasn't able to make it out of the house to get to the yoga class. And that's really what inspired me to create this routine here for you, for my YouTube channel, so that you can do this anytime. Even if you're not able to get out of the house, you can still take some time to yourself to do this. Reverse direction, so go the other way with your trunk circles. Breathing in as you come forward and breathing out as you go back. Now, sleep is so important for our general health and well-being, our pelvic health too, core and pelvic health. If you happen to be working on tissue repair or any type of healing, musculoskeletal healing, you need proper rest in order to really recover and repair mind and body. So when you are well rested, you will absolutely show up better for your family, for your work, for your friends, for yourself. You will shine brighter. And stretches and gentle movements like this are one of the best ways to really ease you into a good night of sleep. And this does come with a warning, is you're gonna feel pretty floaty and relaxed at the end, and so don't do this at the beginning of your day. I do recommend doing it before bed if you can. So finish up, take a little round of your back, a little arch of your back. And we're gonna be doing a lot of forward folds today because they are so relaxing to the nervous system. So we're gonna begin with puppy pose. Now, puppy pose, you can absolutely put a pillow under your chest or maybe a block under your forehead if you'd like. But we're just gonna begin knees under hips, and you are going to stretch your arms forward. Ease into this. And to stretch out the back of your arms, let's bend up the elbows and place our hands in prayer hands together over our head. Deep, deep breaths. Adjust your elbows so they feel right. Adjust your knees so they're under those hips. You want a long spine long from the crown of your head to your tailbone. One more deep breath. And then hands down. Bring your hands by your head. Your right hand goes out to the side. Thread your left arm under your right and just relax in this nice thread the needle position. Your ear should be on the floor. This shoulder should be on the floor. For me, it's my left shoulder. And if you need to, absolutely use a pillow under your head. But try to get comfortable. Just do what you need to do to find that nice, comfortable spot. Stretching out the back of your left shoulder and twisting gently. This really helps with the organs of detoxification and elimination, which are going to be working overnight. One more deep breath. And carefully untwist. Come back up and into the other side. So thread that right arm under your left. Ease into it. Find that nice comfortable spot for your head. One more breath, in and out. And then carefully untwist and come into a wide-kneed child's pose. So feet are close together and knees are really spread apart. Now if this pinches your low back, then definitely bring your knees closer together. But this wide knee pose really stretches out your groin area, your inner thighs, and it should feel really nice. So again, you can use a pillow under your chest or under your forehead or a block for support, but otherwise just sink down into this pose. One more deep breath. And now carefully crawl your hands back. Bring your knees together. Move slow and easy. Swing your legs out to the side and come into a forward fold. And for this, we're just going to do a very simple figure 4 stretch with your foot toward your inner thigh, or Janu Shirshasana if we want to get fancy with the terminology here. So sit on your sitting bones. I like to actually haul the flesh backwards so I can really feel my sitting bones on the ground. Lift up nice and tall on the inhale, and then on the exhale, fold forward. Now, you might consider placing a block or two under your forehead so that you can really straighten your spine, stretch forward, but then release into the blocks. Try to keep the knee and the toes on this straight leg pointing up toward the ceiling and not rolling out to the side. We want them pointed up, so you do feel that stretch along the entire back side of your leg and even a little bit in your calf. Keep breathing and relaxing. As your tissues soften and release, you might find that if you were using blocks or pillows, you can actually take one away and maybe go a little bit lower. So inhale, straighten your back, and exhale, fold a little bit lower. Again, forward bends are very relaxing and calming for your nervous system. So you're calming your nervous system and also really releasing these connective tissues in your muscles. The longer we hold this, the more we'll release. Let gravity do the work of pulling you into these postures. You don't want to force anything. It's just a gentle falling and releasing and relaxing into the deeper stretch. One more breath in and out. And now use your hands and your arms to help very carefully lift out of the pose. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. So, same thing. Figure 4 stretch. Now my left foot is to the inside of my right leg. My right leg is in front of me. And I inhale, bring my sitting bones back. So bring the flesh of my bottom backward and sit tall on my sitting bones. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. And maybe you're just right here, and that's fine. Or maybe you have blocks or pillows that you want to use. And ultimately, this really is a nice way to go. Really release into the pose by inhaling, lifting your spine, and exhaling, finding that nice spot where you can actually then relax and release into the blocks or the pillows. Your forehead should be on the block. Make sure the knees and the toes are pointing up and not falling out to the side. We want to point up to really feel that hamstring and calf stretch in the back of the leg. Breathe deeply and release. As your body begins to release and unwind on this side, you may find that you want to try removing one of the blocks or pillows. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold a little bit more forward. One side might feel different than the other, and that's okay. Just work with your body and be easy on yourself. Maybe you need to bring the block back. Or maybe just add a small pillow instead of the full block. One more deep breath in and out. And then very carefully bring your hands back and push yourself up to a seated position very slowly. Head comes up last. Maybe you're able to keep your eyes closed throughout most of this practice. That would be wonderful. We'll have you open your eyes to look at the next pose, which is Supta Baddha Konasana. You can have your blocks behind you either on the lowest height or the medium height, but definitely not the tallest height. I'm just going to go on the lowest height for now. This block is going to go along your upper back, along your spine. This block is going to go under your head. So you can play with block height and block position, but you want to lower down so that this block again is in your middle upper back, and this block is under your head. Now, if you don't have blocks, you can use pillows to support under your head and under your back. You can also use pillows under your knees if that feels good to you. But just release. Arms hopefully will be able to stretch out to the side or even behind your head. Sometimes it can feel nice, but that might also be too much. So do whatever feels good to you, but I want you to have your feet together, knees apart, pillows or blocks under your knees if that feels good to you, if you need that support. But this should feel very opening for your chest and heart and releasing for your pelvic floor muscles. Should feel good on your back. Breathe deeply. Feel the back of your head sinking into the top block or sinking into the pillows. Adjust your sitting bones, adjust your pelvis if needed. Rock a little bit if needed. Feel your knees dropping heavy toward the earth. Feel your elbows, forearms, and the backs of your hands sinking down into the ground. Feel your feet heavy into the floor. It's this really beautiful marriage of openness and release and surrender all at the same time. One more deep breath. And then one foot goes flat on the ground, and then the other foot joins it. And then you're going to want to roll off your blocks. So use your arms and really carefully come up. Come off your blocks or your pillows if you were on pillows. Remove them out to the side. And we're going to end with our final pose, which is just a twist. So come onto your side, onto your back. Shift your hips to the right, left leg long, right knee to chest, and then pull that right knee across your body toward the left. Arm can go out to the side and you can look over your outstretched hand, or you can have your hand in cactus arms, kind of a bent elbow shape. If you'd like, you can put some pillows or a yoga block underneath your bent knee, just for a little support. That can feel really, really good. Maybe even use your other hand to press down gently. This is not a time to really push yourself into super deep stretches. This is a time to just relax and let all of your guards down, all of your defenses down. No more pushing, no more striving, just taking it easy and doing what feels good. If you had your knees up on pillows, maybe you can remove one of the pillows if you want to try going a little bit deeper. Just wiggle around and adjust and see what feels good. If you're very flexible and you love the way it feels to wrap the top leg around the bottom leg, you can do that. Bending up the bottom leg really increases the stretch, though it might be too much. Just play with what feels good in your body. Get cozy. And one more deep breath. Very carefully unwrap that leg, untwist the leg. Top leg comes up. Just hug it into your chest very briefly. Swirl it around very briefly. And set the foot down, bend up the other leg, recenter yourself with a quick little bridge. Just lift and lower. Maybe one more time, lift and lower, and then shift both of your hips to the left. Straighten your right leg, and left leg bends at the knee and bring it across your body toward the right. Twists are so nice for aiding the organs of detoxification and elimination, which are going to do their work overnight. So you really want to really relax into this, but definitely Deepen if you can. If it feels good, deepen into it. It's going to be really good for just wringing out your system and giving them the best possible start to their natural job of detoxification overnight. Now again, if you liked the feeling of having pillows or blocks under your knee, then do that on this side as well. Just do whatever feels good. Try to make your shoulder blades on both sides be on the floor. So for me, I don't want this left shoulder that I'm pointing at right now, I don't want it popping up. I want the shoulders flat on the floor. Breathe deep. Maybe remove one of the pillows if you were using a pillow or two. Wiggle your body around to really find that sweet spot that's super comfortable and cozy. One more deep breath. And then carefully unwind that top leg, bring it up. Feet on the ground. One very slow and easy bridge up and down, laying your spine down one vertebra at a time like a string of pearls, setting down, ending at your tailbone. Rock your pelvis back and forth. And then straighten one knee at a time. Really lengthen one leg and then the other. Lengthen one arm and then the other. And take 3 to 4 deep breaths with me, breathing in for 4 to 5 counts and breathing out for longer. So let's count together 3 breaths. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now very carefully roll to your side. And I will leave you here. Just stay on your side, resting your head on your hands. Stay right where you are. I want to wish you a wonderful night of sleep and rest. Remember, this is your time for healing, for relaxing, for letting the mind clear, for letting the body detoxify, for letting the body heal, for letting the body grow strong, for letting yourself be able to shine brighter tomorrow. I hope to see you again soon, and as always, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. Good night.